Hello everyone, let's continue with the transaction. So now we'll discuss about the transaction state diagram. Transaction state diagram. Okay, so this is what a active state. Active state. Here this is what partially committed state. Partially committed, and here it is committed. Committed. Here it is rollback. Rollback or abort, and this is what termination. Terminate. All operation except commit. Okay, so initially transaction is in active state. After that, if it is going to this one, it means it will perform all the operation except the commit operation, right? Then it is known as partially committed state. तो इसको partially committed state बोलेंगे, and after that it will go to the committed state. यहाँ पे commit हो जाएगा, right? So it will go to the committed state and finally it will terminate, right? तो transaction क्या हो जाएगा? complete हो जाएगा. और ऐसा भी हो सकता है कि पार्शियली कमिटेड स्टेट से ये जाएगा कहाँ पे? रोल बैक और अबॉर्ट स्टेट पे, राइट? सो इट विल गो टू द रोल बैक और अबॉर्ट स्टेट, एंड फ्रॉम रोल बैक और अबॉर्ट स्टेट इट विल गो टू द टर्मिनेटेड स्टेट. And sometime it will happen directly transaction is failed. If transaction is failed directly, it will go to the rollback state or abort state, and then it will go to the terminated state. This is what a transaction state diagram. Is it clear to all? Transaction state diagram. What about others? Okay, fine. Next one is schedule. So what is schedule? Schedule is a order. Schedule is a order. Schedule is a order in which order in which the operations of the transaction in which the operations of the transaction operation of the transactions are executed. Schedule is order in which operation of the transactions are executed. Like this is transaction T1, this is transaction T2. Here read 1 of A, write 1 of A, then read 2 of A, write 1 of B, then read 2B, read 2B and write 1B, write 1B, right? So this is what a transaction. So transaction is the order in which the operation of the transactions are this is called schedule. Schedule is the order in which operation of the transactions are being executed. So these are the operations: read of A, write of A, read of A, read of B, read of B, write of A. These all are the operations. So is it clear to all? Schedule. Okay, fine. So schedules are two types. One is the serial schedule, another one is the concurrent schedule. So schedules are two types. Serial schedule another one is the concurrent schedule. Serial schedule, another one is the concurrent schedule. So serial schedule means they are one after another, and they are executed in serial manner. So we can say after commit of one transaction, after commit of one transaction, after commit of one transaction, it is allowed to begin other transaction, allowed to begin other transaction. It is allowed to begin other transaction. So we can say it is one after another. This is what serial schedule. Serial schedule means after commit of one transaction, we'll start the another transaction, like this is the transaction T1, this is transaction T2. So यहाँ पे ये सब ऑपरेशंस होने के बाद दूसरे ऑपरेशंस एग्जीक्यूट करेंगे, राइट. सो ये ऑपरेशंस एग्जीक्यूट होने के बाद ये वाले एग्जीक्यूट करेंगे. तो इस मैनर में सीरियल शेड्यूल क्या करेगा, काम करेगा. What about the concurrent schedule? Concurrent schedule means it will work in interleaved manner. So we can say there will be the interleaving, right, and simultaneous execution of the transactions, right, simultaneous execution, simultaneous execution will be there. Is it clear to all? So simultaneous execution, we can say like this is what transaction T1, this is T2. So here there will be the some operation, after that some operations are here, after that some operations are here, after that some operations are here, right. तो ये interleaving manner में काम करेगा, right. So in case of concurrent schedule, it will work in interleaving manner, right. So that is known as concurrent schedule, or it will behave in simultaneous execution. It will work in simultaneous execution. Is it clear to all? Serial schedule and concurrent schedule. Okay, fine. Now let's see the example for the serial schedule. Example for the serial schedule. So here read of A, read of A, write of A, read of A, write of A, read of B, write of B. After that, here it is read of A and read of B, right. So after execution of these operations, will execute these operations, right. So this is what serial schedule. This schedule is what serial schedule. It is a T1, Firstly we'll execute T1 then T2, T1 then T2. What about other schedule? Other schedule may be like T2 then T1, T2 then T1, T2 then T1. So T2 then T1 means firstly it will execute read of A and read of B. After that it will execute read of A, read of A, write of A, read of B, write of B, write of B, right? So once completion of these operations, it will execute the another operations, right? So this is also the serial schedule. This serial schedule is T2 then T1, T2 then T1. Okay, so these are two serial schedules. One is T1, after that T2, and one is T2 then T1. They both are the serial schedules. Is it fine to all? Okay, so if there are two transactions, the number of serial schedules are two, right? If there are two transaction, number of serial schedules are two. If there are n transaction, then number of serial schedule possible. If there are n transaction, then number of possible serial schedule, number of possible serial schedule, number of possible serial schedule, that is equal to n factorial, right? So number of possible serial schedule will be n factorial. Assume that there are 4 transactions in a schedule. Number of transactions equal to 4. Then find the number of possible serial schedule. Then find the number of possible serial schedule. Number of possible serial schedule, that is equal to what? Okay, that is equal to 4 factorial, right? 4 factorial means 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So it is 4 3 ja 12 and 2 ja 24. So here it is 24. 24 number of serial schedules are possible. And next thing, advantage of serial schedules. Advantage of serial schedules, so we can say no chance of inconsistency. There is no chance of inconsistency. No chance of inconsistency. Every possible serial schedule is consistent. Every possible serial schedule is consistent. Every possible serial schedule is consistent. Disadvantage is throughput is very less. Throughput is very less. Throughput is very less. Throughput means the number of transactions completed per unit time. So throughput means number of transactions completed per unit time, that is lesser. Number of transactions completed per unit time, that is lesser. Okay, so is it fine to all? Serial schedule is clear to all? Okay, fine. So next one is the concurrent schedule. Concurrent schedule. For concurrent schedule, we can say it is the interleaved or simultaneous execution of two or more transactions. Interleaved or simultaneous execution of two or more transactions. Two or more transactions. Two or more transactions. For example, T1, T2, these are the two transactions. Here it is read of A, read 1A, write 1A, read 2A, read 2b, then read 1b, read 1b, write 1b, read 1b, write 1b. Okay, so this transaction is what it is in interleaving manner, right? So, or we can say it is the simultaneous execution of two or more transactions, right? If simultaneous execution of two or more than two transactions, there is a chance of inconsistency, right? If it is a concurrent schedule, there is a chance of inconsistency. So here there is a chance of inconsistency, but it will increase the throughput, right? It will increase throughput. Because number of transaction completed per unit time, that will be more. And next thing we can say, every concurrent schedule may not be correct. Every concurrent schedule may not be correct. डायग्राम फंक्शन कौन से वाला रूबी? प्रोसेस स्टेट डायग्राम। आपकी आवाज़ सही नहीं आ रही है, लीड शायद प्रॉपर नहीं लगी हुई है। ओके, ये वाला अगर डायग्राम बोला है तो इसमें क्या कर रखा है, यहाँ पे रीड ऑफ ए किया, उसके बाद राइट किया, उसके बाद रीड टू ए किया, उसके बाद राइट किया, और उसके बाद फिर से रीड किया और फिर से बी को राइट किया। तो ये जो ट्रांजैक्शन है ये इंटरलीविंग मैनर में हो रहा है। पहले यहाँ पे, फिर बीच में ये वाला एग्जीक्यूट हो रहा है, उसके बाद ये वाला एग्जीक्यूट हो रहा है, राइट। बट सीरियल शेड्यूल में क्या होता है, पहले ये ऑपरेशन एग्जीक्यूट होंगे, फिर ये ऑपरेशन एग्जीक्यूट होंगे, या फिर पहले ये वाले एग्जीक्यूट होंगे ऑपरेशन, या फिर उसके बाद ये वाले एग्जीक्यूट होंगे। बट यहाँ पे क्या होता है, इंटरलीविंग मैनर में एग्जीक्यूट होते हैं। यस, इज इट क्लियर रूबी? ओके, next is the number of concurrent schedule possible. Number of concurrent schedule. Number of concurrent schedule. So assume that transaction T1 having the 4 operations, transaction T1 having 4 operations, transaction T2 having 2 operations, T2 having 2 operations, then total number of concurrent schedule possible. So number of concurrent schedule, schedule possible. So number of concurrent schedule possible, that is 4 plus 2 factorial, 4 plus 2 factorial divide by 4 factorial 2 factorial. So here it is 4 plus 2 means 6 factorial divide by 4 factorial into 2 factorial. So this can be written as 6 into 5 into 4 factorial divide by 4 factorial into 2 into 1. So 4 factorial to 4 factorial cancel out, 2 3 ja 6, so 5 3 ja 15. So number of concurrent schedule possible, that is 15. Is it clear to all? Here number of concurrent schedule possible is 15. Okay, fine. So number of concurrent schedule, if a transaction T1 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 T2 T3 T1 T2 and T3 are the transaction with operation P, Q and R, P, Q and R, then number of concurrent schedule number of concurrent schedule, that is equal to P plus Q plus R, P plus Q plus R factorial divide by P factorial Q factorial R factorial divide by P factorial Q factorial R factorial. This is what the number of concurrent schedule.